So, how are you guys doing? Danielle here. Today, I wanted to chat a little bit about success partners and how I use mine and what's worked for me. I get a lot of times from my coaches that, they want someone to push them and motivate them and challenge them. And so I've kind of developed a system of pairing people up with success partners, a week or two into when they start coaching. Because as you guys all know, when you first start out, it's really overwhelming and you're not quite sure what to do first, and it becomes a lot. And so, what I've tried to do is work with my success partner to find the right match for our new coaches so they have someone to lean on that's kind of going through the same things as them at the same time. And it's worked pretty well in most cases. So I'm going to share with you how I use my success partner. So I started coaching in August 2014, September 2014, somewhere around there. And kind of just went with it. Our team was just forming. The three of us kind of started together, and it was a slow process. We kind of just failed forward, figured out what didn't work, and went for it. And so I had a kind of big lull through the holidays and not putting the work in consistently, and as part of this team and doing all the steps, but not really doing it with heart and belief and consistency behind it. So in January 2015, I went to a Super Saturday with Carl and Autumn was there, and a lot of the other top coaches, and it really sparked my drive to go at this full force. And at the same time, I kind of committed to my friend and success partner, Noelle, that we both started the same month, same time, and we have the same coach. And we decided that we were going to use each other as success partners. And, it's kind of developed and grown over time, but I will say, like, the biggest thing that we do every single month consistently is, number one, we set our goals together. So they usually kind of align similarly just because we have started at the same time, and we do push pretty much the same way, I'd say. Different ways, but we have the same goals in mind as we're moving forward together. And it's nice because we've grown together and changed together, and I can call her out when she's not pushing herself or not staying true to what she said she was going to do. So it's really important to set those goals in the beginning of the month, every single month, so that you know what your success partner is trying to achieve. And it doesn't mean that it's the same things, because it could be different for everybody. But those goals should be business oriented. They should be, your personal goals, whether it's physically, emotionally, personal development, how you're building your team, if you're creating more resources, all those types of things should be laid out and defined and clearly explained to one another. So that when you're halfway through the month and you're at Success Club 0, you can say, hey, I can tell that you're not stepping it up. Like, what's the deal? Let's work through this. And so Noelle and I have a pretty good communication. I would say we are pretty open with one another, and I'm not afraid to tell her when she's slacking off or ask her for help when I'm just not getting to where I want to be. And, I think we know August is historically a hard month, which is why Carl puts Team Cup there. And both of us have struggled. We came off hot from Summit, guns blazing, and we just kind of got a little disconnected at the beginning of August. It was the first time our team had multiple Team Cup teams, and we each were running one, so it's kind of hard to know where to put your focus and really know how to support one another. And so it was good because we chatted about it and we said, we haven't been connected, and I can tell that that's why we're not pushing as hard as we usually are. So you may use your success partner differently, but I know that I can text Noelle any time of the day or night, and she will be there. And she may not answer right away because she is married, and I know she has a little bit of different lifestyle than me, but she answers right back and says, now is not a good time. Can we chat at X, Y, and Z? But setting those goals from the forefront lets you know, okay, she wants to hit diamond and she only has one coach there. How can we create actions along the way. So something that we developed together was having a coach opportunity call every 2 weeks. We got to a point in our business where we both hit diamond and weren't feeling strong about being there, and we decided that that was something a top coach would do, and we needed to commit to doing it every 2 weeks together. So we just kind of went with it the first time, and it worked out well. And the first month we did it, I think we both brought in 3 or 4 coaches. So it's kind of doing those things that you would be scared to step outside your comfort zone on your own that you can instead do together. So like if you have a cool challenge group idea, but you're not sure how to implement it, like work together and change it up and push for that thing that you've wanted to do. If it's doing a sneak peek, if it's doing a clean eating group, any of these things, creating coach resources, you're meant to be built up together, right? And so there's this concept that together everyone achieves more. You can have the drive and the inner strength and the go-getter attitude, but you need to have someone that's going to hold you accountable along the way and push you and have a perspective where they can tell you, you know what, I've been seeing your posts and I haven't really seen you get vulnerable recently. Like, I think you're due for that. So all these little things have kind of helped both of us have an outsider's perspective where we weren't friends before Beachbody. We didn't even know each other. We each just knew our coach, and so she kind of brought us together. And so we've opened up about deep, dark things that I might not have told somebody else, but slowly but surely we kind of push each other to peel back those layers and not only share with our team resources, but utilize our voice and our platform to share with others. And so I think it's really important, number one, you have each other's phone number and email. Number two, you check in with each other, I would say, to be successful, at least 2 to 3 times a week. Even if it's like, hey, I'm having a really busy week, I'm really focusing on inviting right now, do you have any tips? Like, it can be short and sweet. It doesn't have to be 2-hour back and forth. But I will say at least every 2 weeks you should be getting on the phone or FaceTime or Zoom, whatever that may be, and really sitting down for a half an hour to an hour and just letting it rip, like getting everything out that's holding you back or you're frustrated with and you don't know how to go forward with. It's really, really helped me work through the struggles in myself, my business, my own coaches, how I can be better and be stronger and really grow my business and grow my personal self. So I hope these tips can help you utilize your success partner, and it's not something like the rest of everything you do as a coach that you just check in with once a month, because that's not going to be good for either of you. And we're all busy, but it takes 2 seconds to send a text and just say, you know what, hey, this time would be better for me. Can we chat then? But I think having that true connected person will really build you up faster and push you harder and get you outside your comfort zone so that you can be a better coach for your future team and your challengers. So I hope you take success partners seriously, and if you're not utilizing yours right now, reach out and say, hey, I want to change this up. Like, I think we need to be doing X, Y, and Z, because it will help your business take off. There's no way I would have gotten to Diamond without Noelle, and there's no way I'd be looking at 1 star right in front of me without her. So use each other and push each other and hold each other accountable, and don't be afraid to call each other out. Tough love is great for me. Sometimes I need to be like, you know what, Danielle, you're not doing this well. So admit your faults, grow from those things, and push each other so that you can be where you want to be at the end of every month. I hope this helps, and go get in touch with your success partners. Have a great day, guys.